What's up, YouTube? Brian here with Team D-Boyz Infinity. I'm still alive. I've not posted in a while, I know. After the semester got done for Christmas break, I've kind of been taking a bit of a break. Yu-Gi-Oh! Kind of slows down at this point anyway during the season. So there were a couple of weeks I actually did not go to locals. I've been kind of lounging around a lot for most of my break since I've been out of school, so that's been pretty nice. But I have been playing. I was playing Spirals before I started the deck, but I wanted to play this deck, Magicians, and so I had to wait for the cards to get here. Some of the cards had to come in from the mail, so it was a minute. But I've been playtesting the build and working on it for several weeks now before I played it for the first time at locals this past weekend, and I came in second. So overall, the deck's pretty good. It's fairly standard. I wanted to pick it up towards the end of Master Rule 3 because I wanted to play the deck one more time before it was unplayable. So we thought back then. Because I remember I played Cleave Forwards and I played Metal Foes. I played a lot of decks that I figured I wouldn't be able to play again. But a lot of those decks will soon be playable. And this one still is and is going to be even better, possibly Tier 0. But the deck is pretty standard. So we'll go ahead and hop into it. Not much needs to be said about that. For the monsters, we play 3 Astrograph. I don't think this card's necessary at 3 right now. But I think, in my opinion, it's really insane, and I would play 3 of it. It's a Searcher, a +1 on summon. You have to destroy something first, but you usually can destroy things that replace themselves. But definitely, I think might have to be a 3 of after Electromite comes out, but we'll see. And then this one's obvious: 3 Skullcrobat Joker, Stratos. Have to play it. 3 Harmonizing Magician, the best card in the deck, honestly. It's your Playmaker. 3 Wisdom Eye. Again, not much to say. Most of these cards are at 3 to help with desires, and they're fairly redundant. They're just scales. You want to have as many of them as possible. So again, 3 Double Iris, 3 Purple Poison, only 2 Black Fang because of space, but 3 is also fine if you wanted to play that as well. And then 2 Pendulum Sorcerer and the 1 Oath Dragon. This card's actually really good, and I may want to bump it up to 2, but I'm not so sure yet. Or not play Desires. There's a lot of different routes you can go with this deck. The OCG has some interesting builds, playing Dark Worm and stuff. So, especially once Electromite comes out, I don't know how I'm going to change this, but at 1 for now, I think it's fine. For the hand traps, you have 2 Ash and the 1 Max. You don't have a lot of room for them, so again, just the 3. Then for the spells, pretty standard, 3 Duelist Alliance. You always want to see this card. 3 Pot of Desires, I think, is necessary in if you can play it. Especially in a deck like this where everything's at 3, so it doesn't really, you don't really mind it as much. And having extra scales to work with is always good. 3 Wavering Eyes. This card's going to be insane for the mirror. It becomes a lot better after Electromite to get to your Astrograph, but I still think the card's nuts. I don't think it should have ever come off the ban list. Next up is 2 Star Pendulum Graph. Play 2 so you don't banish the 1 off Desires. Card's good. 1 P-Call. I don't know how I feel about this card. It might have to leave the deck. It loses really hard to Ash, but I'm still not sure. I like having it being searchable, and it's good going second sometimes to keep your scales intact. And then for the traps, pretty simple. 2 Time Pendulum Graph. It's the best card in the deck. The reason to play this deck, actually, the reason to play this deck is to play this card. Because I love it. It's such a strong card that literally was the reason for me to play the deck. And then 1 copy of Evenly Matched, which looks ridiculous, and it's pretty much because I pulled it out of a special edition on Thursday, 2 days before the tournament. So I was like, let's just slap it in there as a 41st card, because at 1, if I sided it going second, I wouldn't see it enough anyway. And I actually resolved it in my very first game of the tournament, so that was kind of funny. But yeah, definitely trying to pick up 2 more of these and side them. But for now, since I only have 1, I'm not going to see it enough sided anyway. We might as well just throw it in there, right? It's a broken card. Onto the extra deck. D-Boyz and Bubbleman, you already know. For the Xyz, 1 time star. I don't think you need more than 1, but sometimes the second comes up. But I don't know. I don't realistically think you need more than 1. But the ratios, again, will change once the extra deck changes around. With the new link cards. Trapeze Magician, auto win against Trick Stars to stop the burn damage. And also to go for your aggressive pushes, especially in combination with this card, Utopia, Baguska, Tornado, and Dweller to round out the rank 4s. Pretty standard rank 4 package. For the synchros, we play Ignister, Clearwing, Beals, and Omega. And I may play multiple Omegas, especially if we get Fiber, probably. But there's also some cool double Omega combos in this deck. And then the 1 fusion is Starving Venom. Very good. Becomes a lot cooler once Electromite comes out and you can copy its effect in the grave. But the coolest thing I did this past weekend with it was summon this, use its effect, and then summon this, copy the one face up, and then use Ignister again. So that was fun. So it has cool uses like that, the copy effects. And then for the links, we play the Decode Talker, Akashic Magician, and Proxy. These are for this is for extra zones. This can clear a Time Star Magician up top, and can also be non-targeting removal to something that has an up arrow. Like if your opponent has Decode Talker and you put this here, it can remove cards like Decode Talker. So that's kind of neat. But yeah, it can clear the Time Star Magician, which is important to give you an extra zone after you search with it twice and you want to pen from the extra deck. So I think it's a pretty good card. And then Proxy again for more zones. So that rounds it out for the deck profile. So I can't wait till Electromite comes out. We have a lot of fun with that in both this deck and in my Metal Fizz again. I can't wait to bring those back out. But yeah, I'm excited for this set and to change this deck. And this deck was a lot of fun. So let me know what y'all thought down below about the deck. Leave any comments or questions in the comment section down below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. Thank you for watching.